What up, what up, what up, what up? This our first episode of My Opinion. You know what? They just like assholes. Everybody got one, so I got one too. So we're gonna sit here live tonight, chop it up with my boy JV, head of the
Indeed.
Tailgate Kings. Appreciate you coming through, represent, man. He also part of another podcast we have that's going on called Respect the Hedges. With that being said, man, we're gonna get into a few current topics and see what our opinions about. Let's go, let's get it.
Hey, man. Pleasure to be here. The inaugural show, kicking it off. My boy Thad, you always got an opinion about something. So why not put it out there for everybody to hear, listen to? Because I'm opinionated too. And I always love to be able to throw it out there, let people chomp on it a little bit. A little back and forth is always good. So that's what I'm here for.
Good, man. Appreciate you coming in, man. Repping for the first episode. It's gonna be a very, very rough draft. It's our first time, so we're just trying to get out there and get feelings and see how things going. But with
Hey,
that being
facts.
said, look here, man. The first thing I want to chop it up with you about, man, and get your opinion on, man, which everybody already probably talking about and know about. What you think about them NBA finals, man? What you think about Jokic? What you think about Jimmy Buckets?
Man, this NBA Finals, I ain't gonna trip, man. This NBA Finals was probably one of my least interesting finals in a while. Just simply because I thought that number one, Denver, they were the real deal. I mean, they are not an attractive team that everybody's gonna clamor to. They kind of in a small market. And
Kind
Jokic, they're in a small market. But I'm just saying, like they're smaller. But I'm just saying, Jokic, man, he's one of those guys. He's just one of those guys who can just ball. He don't look good doing it either, but he just balls. He makes all the right plays. And then Murray's a bona fide baller. You know what I mean? He just gets buckets. And I thought they were just going to be too much for the Heat. They had a great story.
too big.
Yeah, they were just too much for him. It was not that the lights were too bright. The team was just too solid that they were playing against for them to
Okay.
be able to come in and do what they did against some of those other teams who I really thought they actually just kind of wet the bed. They shit the bed. Those teams should have beat Miami. But with that being said,
So does that
you
let
know,
me ask you
you
that? So not
yeah,
to cut you off,
no, go
I
ahead.
want to kind of dig into that point you just said. So with that being said, uh, did Denver just really do what they were supposed to do? It was a 1 seed beating the 8 seed.
Exactly.
So
They
so
did
does that
exactly
take
what they
away
were
from their
supposed to do.
victory?
Nah, it doesn't because they were the team that was there. They were the domino that was in front of them and they knocked them down like they were supposed to. I mean, hell, they beat them 4-1. So at the end of the day, it was, like I said, some great stories, man. They had some good supporting role guys who stepped up early in the playoffs, in the Eastern Conference side of the playoffs, but they just couldn't sustain. And you should expect that. But Denver, they came to play some ball and they did what they were supposed to do. They beat them like they were supposed to beat them.
Right. So let me ask you this. This is a guy that, probably a lot of people, I think, if correct me if I'm wrong, but this is a two-time MVP. A lot of people didn't
Correct.
even know about this guy, Jokic, I'm speaking of.
Yeah.
So how does he
You ain't
rank
talking about
and where
nobody
does
else.
right. Well, for the viewers, they might not know, who I was talking about or assume who I
Facts.
was talking about. So with that being said, so where do you rank Jokic? Where do you put him at in terms of, whether it be all-time great centers or just NBA player? Because right now, in my opinion, he's the best player in the NBA right now.
All time, man. I mean, that's to me. This is what I say. I think Jokic is a really really talented center. I think he's a really talented overall player. Um, Embiid won the MVP this year, and realistically, I'm just gonna throw it out there and say it. You could almost give it to Braun every year because of the
Yeah.
numbers. I think it's some extreme Braun fatigue, and outside of realistically those guys, you don't have nobody
JB,
else in the league. Yeah,
let me cut y'all 1 second. Shoot, C Rob a text, let him know we see him. I see him trying to come in, but he needs to connect his mic. That's why he can't come in. He got to connect his mic.
All right, hold on 1 second, because
I mean, he got
I'm on my
okay.
phone too. So my
Oh damn.
phone is on. I'm gonna send him a text from
Yeah.
my work phone.
Okay. And just tell him what he need to do is just hit unmute. and that'll connect this mic.
All right.
So yeah, we got another damn good dog trying to check in, one of our homeboys, C Rob. So hopefully we can get him in, and guess what? Get his damn opinion too. Cause get what? He got one.
He got one. We
Mm-hmm.
all do. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we all do.
So while you doing that, I'm gonna try to take the wheel a little bit, let you get that information out, and I'm gonna speak about Jokic a little bit, give my
All
own
right, go
damn
ahead.
opinion about Jokic. So
Even though I ain't finished my opinion.
yeah, well, I was just trying to let you be able to do that. Now, if you can multitask and finish your opinion and do that, rock on.
Hey, yeah. Let me go ahead and just finish up.
Okay.
All right. So I was just saying, man, as far as him being like the best player in the NBA, I think that he's a extremely formidable top 5 player in the NBA. I think there's a lot of great players though. So I can't get him the best player, but what I will say is they play with the
Who's
best
better?
continuity.
The man averaged 30, 14, and 8 in the finals.
I'm gonna say this. Also, I'm gonna say this. I'm still a Braun guy. I look at him, and if I have shooting around Braun like Jokic has around him, I think the outcome is the same for
But
LeBron.
he's not the best player now. I'm a
Uh,
LeBron fan too. Before at this point, he's not the best anymore.
What I'm saying is this: around if you have shooting around you like Jokic has around him, he has bona fide snipers around him. It's gonna ease up that middle. It's gonna, defeat some of that packing in that you can do. And
Mm-hmm.
Braun going for 20, he's going for 28, 30 a game too. And so I think that his skill set, I like Jokic's skill set because I think that he's one of those unselfish guys who dishes the
Mm-hmm.
ball a lot.
So
But
is
his
LeBron.
guys are, but his guys are delivering when he's
Yeah.
dishing, which makes him even more dangerous when he has the ball and then he's taking over and doing his thing. So, I mean, I can't knock him. I mean, the best player, that's just something that's, that's an
Always
opinion.
debatable. Always debatable.
Right.
And guess what? That's your damn
Always
opinion.
debatable.
That's your
But,
damn opinion.
but give me your thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts. What you think about Jokic and the
Well,
team and the job they did?
well, that's what I was about to do before you cut me off before I cut you off. So, so if my opinion, my damn opinion, I look at it like this right here. I'm gonna stand on what I said. I think right now he's the best player in the league. And like my boy Stephen A say, he can't even jump off a curve, but he's still
Can't
the
jump
best
off a curve.
player in the league. I think he
Boy, can't jump
has.
across a 9 later.
I think he kind of has what you said earlier. I don't know if he was speaking to this point, but to kind of piggyback, I think he has that LeBron effect. Like he's gonna get his 30, 14, and 8, but he's gonna make everybody else around him better.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that's what makes him the best player in the league because he makes everybody around him better. He can always go out if he wanted to with the game that he has. He could score 45 a night if he wanted to, like LeBron
Mm-hmm.
could score
But they'll probably
35
lose a
plus
lot
a
more
night.
games.
Possibly. But I'm just saying if he was about that, he could do it. But he gonna give
Mm-hmm.
you 30 just in his regular game, which still making everybody better. So,
Fact.
and he's one of those few players that he's really unguardable. He's unguardable. He really is. I mean, I don't know who can match up with him. And even the ones that can match up with him in terms of size and length and athleticism, which most centers he play on probably be more athletic, but he's just more skilled than everybody. And I think that's where it really separates him. Now, when you're talking about all-time greats, yeah, to your point, I don't know about that. I think he's probably a top 5 all-time center, maybe. If not, he's
Ooh.
definitely he's on the fringe. Because just off the top of my head, to give you my own damn opinion, in no particular order, Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem, Shaq, and Olajuwon. After that, I don't know who's better than Jokic.
And I can only go by. I can't disagree with your damn opinion in this whole assessment of Jokic in his place in history. I can't really disagree because honestly, I never saw some of those guys play, but I understand like Wilt Chamberlain. I get Wilt was Wilt, right? You hear all the stories, but I also
10,000 women, baby.
Hey, listen, I still though look at some of the competition that he played against. He was just like over. Yep, look, it ain't his fault. All I'm saying is, if I'm looking at all-time centers, I still would throw him in there. I just didn't see his production. I ain't see him ball, right? But you can never hold Shaq out. So to your point, Shaq, Elijah Warren.
So JB, check this out. This be the argument I have with everybody. So listen, now you can't slight Wilt because Wilt was only working with his time. Imagine if you put Wilt in this time with the same training and technology and nutrition.
You could very easily have the number one undisputed guy who ever has played the game. I get it. That's what I'm saying. Like, I ain't seen him play. It's another era, but I gotta give him the respect because he did what he did when he was asked to do it, right? I mean, he came out and rolled out a hard
time, man. She having a hard time with the technology.
Hold on, man. I texted him. He probably ain't. He like, who the hell is this texting me from this strange ass number?
That boy, from a different number. You know how we is. You know, we see a number we don't know. We ain't gonna open it up.
I said it's V.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
It's my work phone. But
and if we can, I like to get him on this topic before we move on to
let me get him a call real quick. Let me get him a call real quick.
All right. So y'all getting the real scene behind the background. Y'all getting it all live tonight.
What's up, folks? My mic messing up, man.
I know, man. He probably got that.
Tell him you gotta hit the mute button.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Did you hit the mute button?
Tell him to hit the mute button on the screen, like when he go into the app.
I did. That didn't work.
He said that shit. He said that don't work.
Okay.
Did you?
I'm trying to go on the settings to get it right.
I was just about to ask.
Yeah, because I see him coming in. Yeah, I see him trying to come in, but it won't let me bring you in because of your mic ain't hooked up to it.
Well, you know he got that briefcase phone too. That shit might not be.
Man, spitting all money on that damn phone and can't even goddamn get the mic to work. So yeah, we go.
It's jank ass site you done find though too.
Nah, we do that all the time, bro. Hey, see. So right now, let me ask you this. So right now, we hear you through the speakerphone on JB phone?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, we're going to let C-Rob, man, get some more quarters and shit to put in the machine, man. And, you know what I'm saying? Once he gets some more quarters and, you know what I'm saying, he pulled down that level, we're going to add our partner. And we're going to continue giving our damn opinion.
Hey, well, shit, since the listeners and everybody can hear him, why don't we just go ahead and ask him the question right now then about Jokic?
He ugly anyway, so yeah, we can at least just hear him. Can you hear everybody see?
So since 2000, outside of Shaq, Jokic been the best center.
Since 2000?
Outside of Shaq, he been the best center. It ain't been a better center than him since Shaq. 2000. You take Shaq out, and ain't nobody been better.
I mean, you can argue MB, but I'm with you. I'm on the train.
Championship.
Yeah, I'm on that train.
He played. I was thinking, man. I was telling Cal this, man. He really like LeBron. Ain't no
we were just saying that.
Yeah. Ain't no center doing it like he do.
We were just saying that. Yeah.
Like all three phases, and he played good defense too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, dog, let him win another one. I mean, he got to be in your top 5 for sure. For sure.
See, so I'm gonna hit you. Let me get your damn opinion on this right here. So, JB and I was just talking. I gave him.
Can you hear? AC? Can you hear Shawty talking?
Nah.
That's gonna be the problem. That's gonna be the problem.
I can now.
He said he can hear you now.
You can hear me now.
Yeah, I got it now.
Okay. So JV and I was just talking about this. It's crazy. I wish that we could see you because it's crazy. We all on the same page here in a sense. So let me ask you this. So I just gave JV my top 4 centers of all time. And I'm thinking Jokic hit that 5th spot. Give me your damn opinion on this. I like a lot in no particular order. Olajuwon, Kareem, Abdullah-Jabbar, and Wilt Chamberlain. They're my top 4. And at 5, I think I'm sliding in Jokic.
You leaving out Shaquille O'Neal.
No, he named Shaq.
No, I said Shaq.
He said Shaq.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
You leaving out somebody who out of a Wilt all the time? Was it Bill?
Yeah,
kind of, sort of, but I'm not Bill. I'm gonna be honest with you. For me, in my own damn opinion, Bill don't make my top 5 in center because he really wasn't a true center.
We say he'll power forward, like Mikhail?
He was 6'8".
Yeah, in 1960.
Yeah, so I'm just saying who he gonna check out of them damn people I forgot. Who he gonna check out of them people we talking about?
That's what I'm saying. He had
but that was his era. He was still a tall muff.
I get it.
In his era.
I get it. I'm just saying.
Him and used to go at it. Wilt would have had more championship if it weren't for him.
Great point.
And I want to say Wilt lost like 4 on to him, like 2-point difference and shit.
I get what you're saying, see, but that ain't saying he better than Wilt. I'm talking about who your top 5 center. Now, if you want to put Bill Russell at number 5, that's fine, because that's your own damn opinion. I'm just saying, in my opinion. Okay.
I'm going to take Bill over Jokic at this point.
Okay. Fair enough. That's your damn opinion. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I can respect both of them damn opinions. I mean, I really can't think of another cat that's a pure center that can slide into those, let's say, the top 6 spaces and knock Jokic back any further.
But JB, that's where I'm at with it. See, I could take LeBron and check your boy.
Who?
Russell.
Who? Bill Russell.
Yeah. They the same height. Braun arguably more athletic, possibly. Even if they're the same athlete, he's a better shooter.
Jokic, what? So he's 6'10", 6'11"?
6'10", 6'11", something like that.
I say Braun in his prime could probably damn check Jokic better too, but I mean, look, 6'8" back in 1960, bro, still a hell of a goddamn guy.
Hey, I get it, but the whole point is all time. That's why we're saying all time. So we got to look at time in perspective.
I feel you, but just like you told me, you can't knock them on their time that they played. I'm
knocking. I'm talking about if they play head to head. That's how I'm looking at it.
Oh, okay. So the Shaq ranked number 1 based on head-to-head play with anybody else in that top 5.
You asking me or C? C, what's your
I'm
damn
asking
opinion?
both of y'all. I'm asking both of y'all.
I'm gonna let C answer first.
What you say again, V?
I said if we talking about ranking the top 5 centers of all time based on what they would do to each other head to head, would Shaq be number 1 in that lineup?
It's gonna be a tough one between him and Olajuwon.
I was gonna say I'll pick Olajuwon in that battle for number 1.
Yeah, cause y'all talking about how Olajuwon rate a young Shaq.
No, I said it'll be tough between him and Shaq.
Okay.
Cause Shaq did give him the business later on now. At the same time, you talking about an age gap.
Mm-hmm.
But if you talking about both of them in their prime, I mean, shit, I'm gonna flip a coin.
Okay. I like Wilt in that conversation in their prime. Because like I said, Wilt had the same workout and nutrition plan that these guys had. I like Wilt. Y'all don't seen them pictures I showed y'all of Wilt standing next to Arnold Schwarzenegger and stuff like that. Andre the Giant.
I don't know if that was his workout plan that he was just naturally do.
No, I'm just saying I think him being in that particular time actually hurts him. I'm saying if he was in a more modern time, I think he would be that much better because his skill set could be different and his weight and nutrition and all that stuff would be up to date. Will
But
will probably drag.
those are
Will will,
variables though.
yeah, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. I'm just saying, but that's what you have to do when you're talking about different eras. Wilt
Yeah, I
was
feel
probably
you.
Wilt was probably knocking out 3 women, snarling the line, drinking a 6-pack before he went and played.
Possibly.
So
But what I'm gonna
yeah.
have to look at is what he actually delivered. I mean, you didn't have to be as athletic back in the day. And I'm just not, I can't say that it's gonna automatically translate to him
Okay.
automatically being as athletic as Elijah Warren or as strong or as imposing as Shaq. Right?
Okay.
I mean, they had what they had, they didn't have what they didn't have.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and transition here. I think what I'm saying. We all had our own damn opinion. I like all of them. I mean, I think they all are very arguable. So that's the greatest thing about this show, man. Everybody got their own damn opinion. With that being said, JV, I want to move to our next topic, and it's
I do.
concerning something that you brought to light to me about HBCUs down in Florida, and they
Let
are
me
looking to get some of the same, if not similar, funding as Power Five schools that are public, and they are public. They feel like they should get the same, which I thought A&M was private. Let's
let me
talk about it
cue
later.
let me cue it up a little bit for our man C Rob, man.
Is he still
So
here?
C, yeah, he's still on the phone with me.
Okay.
So C, you can see and hear us, right? Hear us, right?
You can't see
Yeah, I'm
it.
in.
All right. So in Florida, there's some students that attend.
JB, let me cut y'all one point. AC, try to come in on the. Do you have the guest link?
I went with the link you sent in the group.
You want me to send you the guest link and you can pop on that one?
Yeah, try that.
All right. Go ahead, B.
All right. So some Florida A&M students have logged a lawsuit against the state, essentially basically saying they are wanting to have the same funding that the University of Florida gets from the state in support of their school. The Solicitor General advocated for the case to be thrown out, but the judge in the case essentially gave them an extension to be able to pull all their facts together and approve their case. Now, me in particular, I'm listening to this whole scenario, and I have a few things that run through my mind because I got a few damn opinions about this. One being, I understand the role of HBCUs in our culture, in our country, the roles that they played when we couldn't go to PWIs. And for those of you who don't know what that PWI is, that is a predominantly white institution. University of Georgia.
Power 5, baby. Power 5.
All Power 5s. Now, but I also look at it like this. If you want the same types of funding that a school like Florida State gets, which is right across the street, essentially, you got to look at the facts. Florida A&M has like 7,500 students. Their tuition is also double, essentially, what the tuition is for Florida and for Florida State students. Florida State has 45,000 students on campus. One of the complaints from the students was that they had, they were being underserved. They had facilities that are run down that haven't been serviced by the school. They didn't have the same type of advantages. Their teacher to student ratio is low. They can't attract top talent when it comes to professors.
Teacher student ratio always gonna be low, but yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, my opinion in this whole thing is, number one, if you want to look at the numbers, don't look at the total dollars. You got to look at the percentages when it comes to total students that are actually attending the school.
Per capita.
Per capita, my friend. And if you break it down in those numbers, it's actually really close. Number two, you also got to look at how is the money being spent? Because if you don't have the number of students, you can't participate and be included in everything. So you might have to slash some sports. You may need to get rid of some of the facilities that you offer so that you can then bring the facilities that you need to have up to par.
Mm-hmm.
And so, that was my damn opinion right there. Like, I get it. I understand, man. I'm from Alabama A&M, Alabama State, historically black colleges. Here in Atlanta, you got Morehouse, Spelman, you got, schools like Hampton and, the Howard. I understand that. But you have to be real about the scenario here and look at the real percentages when it breaks down to it. You are not going to get Florida State money for a school that has 7,500 students. That's just my thought. That's my damn opinion on it. I'm gonna toss to one of you guys, man. Which one of you guys want to jump on this topic?
I thought you asked C-Rob his damn opinion.
Shit.
Now, I keep time in.
Well, my damn opinion, it go back to what you said. I think it was your second point, maybe your third. How was the money being spent?
Exactly.
Period, point blank. And what they doing with the money. Because it seems like a lot of that money doesn't get funneled out the right way.
It don't show.
It seems like it hit a lot of people's pockets. And it don't go nothing to grooming the campus, updating technology.
A la Deion Sanders, a la Ed Reed.
Team their own jobs. So it's all that kind of stuff, man. And I just think the money just be completely being mishandled because it happens at too many of the HBCUs.
Right.
That's just my damn opinion. And I think C-Rod stole my thunder because that's where I was headed with it, because I look at it like this right here. And it's twofold, so I don't want to make it just a blanket statement and be just black and white. But to JV's point, if the money's being distributed on a percentage basis per capita, they are getting, somewhat similar funds. So my next question would be how's the money being used? It's obviously being misused, in my damn opinion. But also, I would say this too. With all the money that's being trickled in, from a state or federal standpoint, it also could be that, Power 5 schools happen to just be getting a lot of more money, whether it be from boosters or outside sources that, that's under the table, so to speak, that's not accounted for. And that could make it seem as if, someone who's getting that same money without the boosters, that the money's not being allocated right. If that makes sense.
Absolutely.
Look, I'm gonna say this. At the Power White School, I'm sure every single time it's not being funneled the right way.
Power Wet School vote.
You know what I mean?
He said Power White.
Power 5 school, but at the end of the day, they white school. So
fair enough.
That just cut to the chase on it,
right?
And at the end of the day, all that money, I'm sure, isn't funneled the right way. But at the same time, they taking care of what they need to.
So
they can
guys,
do whatever they want to with the remainder.
Hold on, y'all. Before you walk down that road.
Hold on, CA and JB.
Yeah.
So and this is kind of to both of you guys. So are you saying, well, you're not saying this, but I'm gonna propose this. Are we saying it's more of a systemic problem? Meaning
100%
with leadership, we got the wrong people in leadership.
I'm gonna say it's a systemic. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a systemic problem, i.e., the conversation that Primetime had when he left Jackson, Mississippi. Okay, this isn't the first time we've heard about misappropriation of funding. Right. To C's point, I'm quite sure it's some dollars that float into the pockets of administrators or whatnot when it comes to even the Power 5 schools. But I tell you what they do have. They have one hell of an auditing team These folks rake that money now. And what you're gonna see is, and what I heard from Dion was they didn't want to have any parts of an outside firm coming in and doing any auditing to their books or to the institution itself, because
Right.
when you have somebody raking through your
It's kind of like
mention
it's kind of like owning Chinese stocks.
You know,
they don't want nobody from the U.S. to come audit their stocks, because we already know they cooking the books.
Right.
Man, that man said it's. That man like, what a money that man.
He said he offered to pay for it outside.
Well,
yep.
Dion was supposed to. I don't know if you guys are aware. You may be, I'm sure you are, but you may not be. But Dion took a lower salary because he was guaranteed proceeds from ticket sales and other things like that.
Yep.
And the stadium was being sold out, and they were reporting no ticket sales. It's like, man, I can look at the stadium and see it's sold out, bruh. You gonna still try to trick me like that?
Did you guys see when game day was down there, what that stadium parking lot looked like? That stadium parking lot was filled to capacity, brothers. No space.
Hey V, check this out. So now I'm trying to leave. Now you're gonna try to come save face, and you offer me $2 million. Okay, but get what? You got to pay your staff out there $2 million. Come on, are you serious?
And that's why he took some of his staff with him.
Exactly, that man took some of the water girls, man. That man took everybody.
Hey man, that's just like the show with Ed Reed.
Yeah.
I agree. I think I mentioned him earlier.
That man said, man, my office was clean.
Listen, bro.
Hey, I think Ed Reed jumped the gun a little bit, but I felt Ed Reed, but I think he was just a little bit more. I think he was a little too real. He got to be a little bit more diplomatic in how he do things when you get to a certain level.
No, yeah, but if you, number one, if you're saying, hey, listen, I'm gonna lodge a lawsuit against the state for unfair allocation and allocating of funds, public funds, to a public institution. Number one, correct me if I'm wrong, though. I did think that Florida A&M was a private institution. Number one,
most black colleges I thought were private.
Man, have you seen the tuition? The tuition cost?
It's more than Power Fives because they private.
Exactly, and their student base is lower. This is what I'm gonna say. If you're gonna tell me that if I'm a ball player and I'm having to go play at a university, and I have the opportunity to play at a school, let's not even bring in the blue bloods. Let's say Vanderbilt. Okay, let's say Vanderbilt, where I may not have all the advantages.
Folks.
Huh?
Vanderbilt actually kind of prestigious.
Academically.
Yes.
Academically,
school,
not.
Right?
I'm just saying. I said if I'm a ball player.
Gotcha.
If I'm a ball player and I have the choice to go to a Vanderbilt or a what was Ed Reed at? A Bethune-Cookman. And I walk into a facility and my pads are clean and in a locker. I can get clean, issue gear. I got my own jock. I ain't my shoes my toes ain't busted out the front.
I hope you got your own jock.
Bro, I'm just saying, if I have to make a decision on whether I'm going based off this stuff, or I can go to Bethune-Cookman and my pads are sitting in a hot, sweaty, open air shed with mold in my helmet and on my shoulder pads, bro, it's no question where I'm going. And that just tells me the lack thereof of care that people have, because they ain't giving a damn about these kids. If that's how you are going to treat kids going out and representing your school. Same case in point with dormitories. I'm sorry, if I'm a parent, I can't send my child to that type of environment because I want them to succeed. And that's going to already put them behind the 8 ball. Show me how, number one, you're doing and trying to do better. And then also, to your point, I can't remember which one of you guys, I think it was C-Rock, it might have been you, Thad, talking about the boosters.
Mm-hmm.
When you don't have 40,000, you don't have 15 to 20,000 folks coming out of an institution every 2 years that then turn into supporters of that institution.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that's a lot of money that flows back into the coffers. You don't have those endowments that continuously get refilled by thousands and thousands of folks who are coming through those doors and leaving out of those doors. So you got to do better. You got to shrink your objective. To my point, you got to get rid of some things. You can't be everything to everybody. You might not have a basketball team. It is what it is. Because I got to make sure these dorms right so these folks can come in here and have some what a state it ain't, dilapidated.
Right. So they what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna shift gears a little bit. We don't touch on kind of 2 sports topics, and that was a little bit heavier. So I'm gonna try to lighten the mood a little bit, man, just a little bit before I switch gears into my last 2 topics. So C-Rob, I don't know if you know, man. We all ATLians. My guy JV, he's not technically an ATLian, but he's been here long enough to have an antenna. He is an alien at this point.
Hey, time out. Let me just real quick. Let me just let you know that I was the first cat in Bama, folk, to know what the hell was going on when it came to Outkast.
So thank you for proving my point. You're not really an ATLian, but you've been here long enough to say that you're an ATLian.
That's your opinion, nigga.
I'm just saying that's exactly the same point that I was making. That's the point that I was making. That's the point that I was making. So with that being said, we all should have a very strong damn opinion about this. And I'm not even sure if you're aware of this, C-Rob, but you can still come off the top of the dome. Let me know. So the official Outkast reunion has officially been canceled. Sleepy Brown just came out and said it's a no-go. How you feel about that? What's your damn opinion on Outkast not having a reunion?
That shit is terrible. What do you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Who's responsible? Who do you think is responsible?
Are y'all pointing fingers?
Man, look, they all on do their own thing. Everybody want to point at Drake, but at the same time, you still can have an Outkast reunion without Drake. Is it gonna be the same? No.
Hold on. Say it again. Hold on. See.
That's
say
not
that
an Outkast
again.
reunion. If it's
Right.
without Drake.
Outkast. That's like saying, come on. See, really?
That's like Big Boy.
Yes, you can. You can still have it and it be successful. At the end of the day, do we want to see Drake? Absolutely. He's my favorite rapper of all time. But at the same time,
there's
10 other guys that we would all love to see. I would still go see.
I have gone to see that already. I went to see Big Boy with Sleepy Brown and Goody Mob
But that's not Outkast. That's more organized noise.
No, but I'm just saying I've already seen what C is talking about without Drake. Right?
My bad. I'm thinking Dungeon Family.
Yeah, no.
You can't have an Outkast reunion without Drake. No.
Okay.
Right. That was the question.
I'm thinking Dungeon Family. My apologies.
Right.
Get Dungeon Family.
Okay.
Yes.
And you're right there. You're right. If it's Dungeon Family, you're right.
That don't work at all. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so if we talking about an Outkast reunion, clearly it's Drake.
I think we all on the same page with that.
That man want to play his flute, man.
Yeah, man.
But for the culture, man. Go ahead, B. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, man. Yeah, he over in France or Italy, man, drinking beignets and
playing the flute.
And playing the flute.
No, seriously, he's seriously playing the flute right now. I forgot where he was, but it was a foreign country that he was recently saw playing the flute.
Yeah, he good at it too.
Mm-hmm. But for the culture, man, I just think for the culture, like especially Southern culture. Like, I don't know if there could be a bigger reunion than that. Like, I just don't understand, like, how and why, just for the culture, not even talking about the money. Not saying nobody needs money. We're not even talking about the money. Because most folks who do reunions that have been gone for, 20, 25 years, 30 years, they generally in it for the money. But this is really an event that I think for the culture, it's needed for the culture, man. Like, for the Southern culture, our age group, we need to see not only a Dungeon Family organized noise reunion, which would be dope, but at least an Outcast. Because you can't, it'll be hard to have that without Outcast in totality.
Listen, man, I'm running back right now in this particular statement about 10 years, which was the last time that I saw Outkast together. And it was within a 2-week consecutive span. One, they were up in Rome at a music festival together. They had, of course, themselves, Big Killer Mike with Run the Jewels. Man, hey, listen, that particular night, I have not felt that type of energy in my life at a concert. Just seeing them two cats on the stage together, man, I'm probably one of the biggest Outkast fans ever. And then 2 weeks later, they were at Centennial Park doing something similar, and I was there too, right after the Georgia game. I can't remember who we played, but it paled in comparison to what came out next, man. You come on, to your point, that is the culture. People who think back on and talk about the best rap group ever, very, very few of them won't rank Outkast as the #1 rap group of all time. Very few people.
Yeah. When you talking about a duo, now if you're talking about a duo, they have to be up there. I don't give a damn. You from the South, North, East, West. If you're talking about just a duo, they got to be a top 3, bro.
I can't think of nobody else that comes close.
Well, are we talking about album sales, or are we talking about talent?
I don't really care how you want. I don't care how you want to put it. See,
who?
You got somebody. You got a duo that will rival.
What's your damn opinion?
Man. Let me ask y'all this. Y'all think Big Boy is a better MC than 8Ball and MJG?
You just named 2 guys.
Whoa. Yeah, whoa. Now,
they not better than 3K.
Now what I said. Now, I want to go back to this, CA. Now, did you hear what I said? I said they top 3. I didn't say they were 1. I'm not, my bad. Respectfully, my bad. C, Rob. I respect. I literally said top 3. I didn't put no order. I just said top 3. Now, if I had to go top 3 in no order, UGK, 8Ball, and MJG in terms of duos.
So you got
Outkast 3rd?
No, I said no order.
Oh, well, shit, put them in order. Give me your opinion of order.
I was just answering C question because I'm just saying that if they in the top 3, to his question, they are in there no matter how you want to put it. Because he said 8Ball and MJG, which would be in my top 3 as well.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
So it don't. So just to his question, it don't matter where you rank them. They all in the top 3. That's what I was getting at.
I think it kind of matters because that's why we're here. We're giving our damn opinions. Who's number 1?
For sure. You talking about all-time rap duos? Now, if you're asking me my own damn opinion, I'm gonna go 8Ball, 8Ball, MJG, UGK, then Outkast. That's my own damn opinion.
All right. So you heard that, C.
Okay. All right, let me ask you this. So it's just duo.
That's the category.
Okay, just duo. All right.
So what's your damn opinion on the top 3 best duos of all time?
gonna go with Ball and D.
Number
Give me
one.
Outkast, then give me Cat.
Cause for me, album sale I don't care about album sale.
Well, some people that's how they base it. That's why I asked.
No, but we talking about my own damn opinion. That's what the show is, my opinion.
Yeah, I know, but that's how you base it your damn opinion. Is it
Okay.
off
What you got,
album
B?
sales or is it tap? You know what I'm saying?
Well, if you ask me my damn opinion, I'm gonna go ahead and put the folks who we just talking about first. I'm gonna run with
Okay.
Outkast first.
Okay.
No other comment on that. They just number one for me.
Okay.
And then I really struggle with 2 and 3 though. 8 Ball and MJG and UGK. I almost put them as like 2.1 and 2.1.1.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
I'm just saying.
I need your damn opinion, man. Like you told me, I need your top 3.
All right, man. So shit, I'm gonna go with damn Outkast. I'm gonna put 2 at number 2. I'm gonna go UGK, and then number 3, I'm gonna go 8 Ball and MJG.
Okay.
That's my damn opinion.
Ironically, the boys supposed to be going to see them in a few weeks.
Yeah. Hey, ain't a few weeks, baby. It's this weekend.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Technically, you're right. You're right. So
yeah.
I'm gonna say this, man. We don't been on about 45 minutes, man. We from a time sake, man. I'm gonna try to hit these last 2 topics. It's always, time flies when you're having fun. So we're gonna switch gears one more time, man, and I'm gonna ask you guys about this right here, man. Me personally, I always try to stay away from politics and religion, but fuck it, we here. So listen, they gonna have to ban me. This is my first time. They're gonna have to ban me. I don't know. So with that being said, so let's talk about this guy who's getting indicted again. 45 talking about running again in 2024, man. All I'm saying is I ain't never seen nobody, whether it be good or bad, different or indifferent. I ain't never seen nobody get indicted out there this many times. What's y'all opinion on it? What's going on, bro?
That man has zero respect for protocol and procedure, number one. And the folks that's really supposed to be the conservative party won't hold him accountable for it. They're making all the excuses in the world for him. This man has
JB, before you go to the next point, I just want to catch you right there. I don't think he's the first president to declassify documents.
No.
Okay.
But he might be the one of the he might be one of the first ones who purposefully took documents, lied that he had. No. This is a multi-level truth here. That purposefully took documents, lied that he had documents, then got caught on his own security tape trying to hide the documents.
Nobody tells on themselves. Nobody say I literally took documents that I was not supposed to take. But I'm with you.
Hey, I had 3 more caveats. In there. This dude, man, I don't understand. First of all, we already know his elevator don't rise too far to the top very quickly. He is one
Biden
of the
falling. At least this shit rising. Biden goddamn tripping. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, look, man. All I'm saying is this guy. All I'm saying is when it comes to 45, man, you literally cannot take him serious. But at the same time, he has made too many enemies out here for folks to want him to even touch the office again. And with that being said, I think that his penalty is going to be not jail time, but they're going to send him away. They're going to put him like in one of those dark rooms and never have to deal with him again, just to get him away and get him out of the crosshairs of the public eye because of what is going on right now.
I like that. I don't think it'd even be that extreme though, because I'm sorry, I'm gonna let our other co-host / guest speak before I say something. Go ahead, see.
Man, I ain't got a whole lot to say on it other than I don't think they're gonna lock him up.
Mm-mm.
And he feels that way because he's always been a privileged person.
Mm-hmm.
Period, point blank. And now that he in his 70s, he feels his privilege is that much more. So, and he'd have been president. Come on, bro. That's just what it is. I will take it seriously though. He's a total freak and he stands on it.
That is.
Gotta respect that. One thing I say, just to the age standpoint, Biden like 96, right?
Yeah, I think he right there at it.
Oh, my bad. My bad. I think he 80. But no, guys, these are just opinions, you know what I'm saying? I don't think, I don't think no one on here, well, I can't speak for everybody. But the show is called My Opinion, so we all have our own damn opinions, and we're not trying to make any political stances or anything like that. We're just giving you certain opinions on the questions that's being asked. And to the question that I asked the panel, in my own opinion, I've never seen anything like this. And what makes it even more amazing, to JV's point, he said earlier he think they're going to throw him in a dark room. Now I have seen where a lot of Republican Party are trying to distance themselves, but I'm gonna be honest with you, folks. Every time I see one person trying to distance themselves, I see 3 to 4 more that's rallying around this guy still
and apologize.
So I don't know, man. It's gonna be tricky, man. But I'm just gonna put this out here, and it's my own damn opinion. I think it need to be a cap. If you over 70, you ineligible to run for the presidency. That's just my own damn opinion.
So, hey man, make no mistake about it. Make no mistake about it. He still had 70+ million people vote for him. So that's why you're gonna continue to see those folks who who are in the Republican Party who don't want and can't afford to shave those voters off completely. So they're gonna hokey pokey with old 45 for a while.
Well, so he got his own social media site. So with that being said, he has to. There are people, whether whether they be wrong or right, indifferent, or whatever you want to label them, they are followers. This man has a serious following, regardless of his age, regardless of grabbing him by the pussy, regardless of whatever this man has done and said. To his credit, he has a following. And I'm not going to even go into the economics because I'm not a economist, nothing like that. But I can say the economy was different when he was in office. With that being said, I'm going to transition to a whole nother subject. Do you guys want to say anything before I move on?
No, I'm good on that.
Okay. Yeah, politics and religion is always a touchy subject. So with that being said, man, we've been on here close to an hour now. This is our first show of Your Own Damn Opinion. I had a great time with my fellows, JV, Damn Good Dog, C-Rod, Damn Good Dog. I had one last point that I kind of just wanted to touch base on. We got about 6 minutes before we leave, and we'll touch on that real quick before we say our final goodbyes. Skip and Shannon are officially over. Guys, give me an opinion on that. What's your opinion on Skip and Shannon finally being over?
I actually liked the show initially, but then they just talked about the same topics way too often, which ultimately led to their demise because they got into it about Tom Brady. Now, also, I feel like Shannon did not grew the show.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he did not grew the show. And Skip Bayless being who Skip Bayless is, you can't be bigger than her. Like, that's so.
And you know he don't own Club Shay Shay, right?
Nah, but he's but he get a cut on it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he got a mean cut on it, actually. You know what I'm saying? I think eventually he will own it, or he'll just spin it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know, he's smart enough to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, man, I thought it was a good show starting out. I think we all knew it was gonna end when he told that man, "Hey, just put your glasses back on." After
they had a couple of instances.
Right.
That was the one though. That was the one. And then did y'all see the final one today? Yeah, you know, Shannon got all choked up and shit.
That fake ass crying.
Faking.
I was like, what's going on? But I think he did mean what he said. He was like, man, I couldn't be where I'm at in this game without skill. And that's just real. That's just real.
Yeah.
Real. He gave him an opportunity. What you got, B?
I was just gonna say, man, we done seen this show before. I mean, yeah, you know, I flash back to Skip Bayless and Stephen A. I look at the fact that, you know, just like C-Rob said, I actually enjoyed the show initially. One thing I didn't like about First Take, and it could have been after it got past the authentic portion of what the show originally was when it was First Take, was that I always felt like they stepped into the meeting that morning and somebody had to play a side, and they just picked whether or not they believed in it or not.
Right.
Then once you got to the show with Shannon and Skip, I felt like Shannon and Skip had a good dynamic. I felt like they were going back and forth on what they believed in. And then, you know, Shannon kind of introduced, you know, to the whole equation with the Black and Miles and the Henny. And that took it to a whole different level for me. I really thought that was the initial outgrowing of the show for him, because then it set him apart from just the debate. And, you know, once they had to have a special show for Shannon to address the disrespect that he felt was coming from Skip, I knew it was over when it was said. But that, number one, as a Black man being on national televised television and him having at that point in time Club Shay Shay, you already knew what it was going to be. Am I surprised we are right now where we are right now? Nah, not at all, because you know, Skip, man, he gonna land on his feet somewhere. It is what it is. But Shannon, right. I mean, Shannon, they're gonna just bring another person in who will be happy to fill that spot, right? But I think for
somebody gonna be Shay.
Yeah. Oh man, I wish I had more hands so I can get his ass more thumbs down. Shit, I'm like this. Yeah. But
I think you need to put Kwame Brown on there with him. I'm just playing.
He might slap Skip for real. Yeah, he might handle it.
That shit wouldn't make it out of practice.
Look, it wouldn't get out of production, folks. Hey man, look here, man. Look here, man, guys. You know, I'm gonna be very quick with this. I agree with both of you guys, man. It was a very unfortunate event, but ultimately, I think it really came down to a lot of things that, you know, we see had happened in society, and society and in our, you know, in our working environment.
Gotcha.
And what I'm saying about that is, you know, ultimately, you know, it's just my own damn opinion. You know, white man was, you know, threatened by a Black man who seemed to start it, like you guys said, to outgrow the show and get more popularity. And I think that was a moment where Skip tried to check him and Shannon wasn't going for it. So with that being said, they are parting ways. Again, this is just our own damn opinion. I want to thank JB My homeboy C-Raw, we all homeboys. I thank y'all for joining me on my first show. And I hope you guys can join later on in the future. I'm gonna tell you this right here again, guys. Opinions are like assholes. We all got them, and guess what? We got one too. And this was all on damn opinion. We appreciate y'all for showing up. Guys, y'all want to say anything before we get out of here?
Good show, boss. Let's do it again.
Looking forward to it, man.
Until the next time, man, ain't no schedule back time, ain't no schedule back channel. But we will begin with you. Out of here.
Take it easy.